All right. Turn this fire up a little bit. Make the lighting a little bit better. All right, what's up, guys? Let's see if the live stream is working. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Let's see. All right, it's working on my end. Sweet. I can go ahead and get the link shared and posted in Discord. All right. Got the link sent. All right. I hope everybody had a great weekend. What's up? What's up? What's up, one? All right. If everybody that is on the X live stream, if you could please like and retweet the stream, I would appreciate it. It is recorded as always and saved on here. So the more people that like and retweet it, people that cannot attend this session live, they can easily find it later to watch the recording to see what charts and educational stuff we are looking at tonight. What's up, Liv, my YouTube manager? 1.41k subs, Liv says over there. Awesome. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel too. What's up, Terry 2 Chains? Swung SPX calls. Yeah. Looking good. Futures gap up overnight. Kevin. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Not going to stay on too long. So same three, always start. SPY, QQQ, IWM. So I know futures and everything is gapped up overnight, but still going to look at the levels here regardless of where it is. Anything can happen by tomorrow at market open, so it doesn't matter if SPY is up a few dollars or not. If it's already above the levels I'm going to be looking at here. So, I mean, SPY one, beautiful inverse head and shoulders that played out recently. That was almost textbook. So as of right now, I would say SPY comes back down underneath this level. That's going to be like my put trigger. My call trigger is easy right here. So from where SPY closed at, and I have a level just above 565. So underneath 564, around 563.91, starts to close back underneath that area there. Then I'll start to look for downside all the way down here back to 561.43. If SPY gets above 566.65, be looking for continuation on longs there. So that'd be my call trigger, and then take that up to 567.65. That is a really big key level on SPY. I love freaking playing SPY every time it hits that level. So that would be a big target upside. So only two things right now on SPY, 563.91 and 566.65. I don't think SPY is in a squeeze. It is on the 4 hour. To the downside, but it has bullish divergence. The MACD tried to cross bearish and now it's flipping back bullish. So that squeeze will probably stay flat on the histogram and not go red, and it'll probably start to curl back to the upside. So just those two levels there on SPY. Qs, okay, so Qs is a different story. So QQQ. So if you go out to the weekly and you hit all of these lows for this trend line, where Qs is at right now, popping back up from here up to like 485, 487, it's just a back test from the underside of this trend line after breaking it. So that kind of worries me that, QQQ can get a nice, gap up day tomorrow and go up there, but that would just be a back test to freaking slam this thing down. So go here on the daily. Another thing that I was watching on Friday that I noticed is it just looks like a giant bear flag. So Q's like right now on the daily just looks like a bear flag that's about to just break down. So for me, around 485.55 to 487.6, that would be kind of my resistance. And it's going to line up with probably where the daily 21 EMA and the 200 EMA and back testing this trend line is all going to be in that area. So if QQQ pops up here, hits the top of the bear flag in this zone, the 21 EMA and the 200 EMA are going to move closer here. And the back test of that trend line, I think that can almost be a great spot to short QQQ. If QQQ continues to close above 487.6 and it pushes above 491.50, I would say the bear flag is invalidated by that point. So for upside, it really needs to break and hold above 487.6, and then downside 464.87. So this zone right here, and then this zone up here. So that would be my resistance, my kind of supply zone, and then down here would be my demand, my support zone. So risk to reward when these areas are tested are obviously always, kind of do the opposite of what I just said. So this is my, put trigger, and if it breaks and hold above here, that's my call trigger. But when I first see this area being tested, risk to reward is best to go short off of there, because I can have a really tight stop for a 20x reward if it plays out to the downside. So I would look for initial rejection up there to take it short, but if it starts to just break and base above that and there is no rejection and it does the SR flip there, turning that resistance to support, then I would look to take it long above 47.6, again back to 491.50. So yeah, just watching that on Q's, just the weekly is set up differently than SPY. So it just looked like, break of that trend line. It's just a back test of it and a potential bear flag on the daily. So even the gap up to tomorrow, if Q's opens up, $5-7 higher, that's the spot where I would look to go short, personally looking at it. So, and old Rusty, IWM daily looks absolutely terrible. You got these upper wicks up here just rejecting the EMAs. As of right now, there is a higher low, so I would be watching that. But IWM is not looking too great. It did hit the 200 EMA on the weekly perfectly here and bounce back up. You got this spot like right here. Whoopsies. So what is that? 208. If it can start getting some daily close above 208, that can be good. This was just a double bottom support, it looks like, which that is around like 197. So for IWM, back under 200 psych level, just watch that move back down to that previous week low, which is going to be around 197, and also another previous low back in August. Breaks underneath that, can get a move down to 192 and then 190. Continues to move higher and starts to get a daily close above like 208. I think that can look very good for IWM to eventually take that higher to 210, 212.50, and then 215. So just main two things right here would just be the that 208.10, and then like 197 here on IWM. We got a potential, maybe, after those highs right there. And 1, 2, and then it tried to do it here and got smacked. And now it's hitting a key area of support and got a morning star off the low. And now you have a potential, higher low right here. So if it continues to hold and breaks above right there, then look to take that thing higher. And then obviously that's where I would be looking to get calls, would be when it does the SR flip there at a 208.10. Let me screenshot this. So, and then back underneath like 201.60, then it can go back down to 200 cycle level, and then 197. Under 197 again gets pretty ugly down to 192, 190. So, all right, let's DraftKings is one that I'm watching. So monthly potential, like cup and handle. Weekly down here near like 36. Back in December, it got a morning star kind of reversal off this weekly support here. It's getting a potential another one. The first red candle downside is a bit dramatic, but nonetheless, I mean, the weekly is still a green hammer by itself, but I do like the potential morning star that it looks like it could be here on the weekly. Go to the daily, you probably see it better on the 4-hour right there. So hit those highs, very similar to kind of like the IWM, right? So rejects the trend line and then finally starts to put in, a higher low. And it just got a nasty 4-hour wick off that $40 cycle level. And if you look at $40, I mean, look at the reactions that happened right here. So big move downside, big reaction, sent it straight back upside. Came back down, it consolidated here, and then huge red candle downside, sent it back, rejected it, came back down, and then right here they tried to break above it and they sent it straight back down. So that is obviously a key spot here on DraftKings. So if it can start to break and close above $40 here, then I'm going to look to be taking some calls probably for April 17th for a swing, targeting the 450 or 4150 to 4220 area up there. If it just rejects 40, then just back down to the daily 9 EMA at that time, which is right now at 38.80, and then back down to these previous lows near $36. But it does look good for a potential move to the upside here, especially that monthly looks pretty interesting with the cup and handle. So maybe DraftKings can get a huge move back up to the 50s over time. It is March Madness. And Meta. Actually, we'll do Tesla. Do Meta last. So Tesla, I like Tesla here. So long bottom wicks down here in this SR flip zone. So there's definitely buyers present down here. So looking down here on the weekly, I like those bottom wicks. The daily finally just got to close above the daily 9 EMA. So it's the blue line right here. You'll see every time it's tested, just rejects it and makes a lower low. So that's an easy trend on the daily, just riding the 9 EMA all the way down. So now, after all that disgusting price action. Finally gets the first daily close above the daily 9 EMA. So the daily 21 EMA is directly in the middle of this zone. So 265 to 273. And then obviously the daily 21 is right in the middle around 268. So I'm targeting up here for calls. So I'm not currently in Tesla calls, but I'm looking to get Tesla calls for like April 17th for a potential swing. And then we'll see maybe some June calls if it really starts to break above 280. But got to get past this the 21 EMA on the daily. So looking for potential like maybe $300 calls for the end of April for a potential swing here. So I do like Tesla for upside. Going to be looking for that tomorrow as my top watch for a potential call swing. And then last but not least, Meta. So Meta on the weekly just 1, 2, 3 times. So it just hit the weekly trend line right there and closed above it. So I like the weekly trend line here. Go to the daily and you got the daily 200 here and the pop back up. So it is underneath the daily 9 EMA. Same thing with Tesla, right? So the 9 and 21 EMA on the daily is what I just look at all the time. You'll see they crossed over here and it got the trend change to go to the downside after the 9 crossed underneath the 21. And if it continues to reject the 9 and 21 EMA, then it's respecting the trend that it's in. So it's been rejecting, just like Tesla, that blue line every single time and just making a lower low. Until now, here on the daily, it hit the 200 and is putting in some higher lows right now. If it can break above the daily 9 EMA, which is directly at the 600 psych level, and get to move up to 610. Over 610, I think can get a really nice move back up here to the 620s and then 633 after that. So if it can break above this trend line, break above 600 cycle level, should get a really nice pop and move straight to 610, which will be the big test for me because you can look just right here. Same thing. Look at the kind of reaction that happens when this area was tested. Big red candle rejection, consolidation, and then got slammed. It popped back up, hit it directly. Look at the next candle that happened right after that. Instant red candle and slammed it straight back down to then make another lower low, or equal low. So it really has to break above and hold above 610. If we can do that, then I really like it for a big daily move and get into some swings as well. Same thing with Tesla, same thing here with Meta. So SPY, QQQ, IWM, DraftKings, Tesla, and Meta. Those are the main 6 that I wanted to cover. Look, got that done in 18 minutes. Let's go. I want to cover one last one just for fun. HIMS. So HIMS, let me get rid of everything on this chart. To the weekly, you'll see respects the 921 EMA, respects the 921 EMA, and they tried to close it underneath the weekly 21 EMA right here, and buyers stepped back in and closed it right back up on it. They came back down again, and then they closed it right back above it. So I really like HIMS above $35. If it gets a daily close and a move above that, then I think you can get the move back up to that $41 area. So first target would obviously be the daily 9 EMA, which is currently here and also at that previous day high, 37.7. So here on the daily. So if it can get a nice daily close above the 9 EMA and above this $35 psych level, I think it can get a nice move up to the daily 21 and then this previous day's high, and then the big move after that up here to $41. HIMS is one of those names that can run 15% in one day. So I really like playing HIMS. I also own a couple hundred shares of HIMS still. So potentially we'll sell some cash secured puts on it, maybe sell like 27.50s. My cost basis is $24 and like I think $24.50 or 60 something cents. I sold majority of HIMS in the high 60s to $70 up here. So I sold majority of them up here, but I still have some. That way I can sell covered calls and cash secured puts. So along with taking some call options on HIMS for the upside, I will potentially sell some weekly cash secured puts as well. So just another one on a little freebie to talk about, over $35. Really like it for that move higher. So weekly looks really nice. So, bro, you from New York City? No, I am not. So, all right. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Oh, yes, the 5K challenge. I am starting the 5K challenge account tomorrow. So, I got to post it in the Discord too. So, I'm going to still be trading like normal on my bigger account. So, I'll just probably end up using my margin account for my day trading. And I'll use the cash account for the challenge. So I'll still be taking trades on Tesla, Meta, and all those names. But then the SPY trades that I take are going to solely be on the cash account that has the $5,000 in there. So all SPY trades will only be taken on that account. So it's a SPY challenge with a $5,000 account. And the goal is to double that one. So take it from 5K to 10K. So I want to double the entire account over there. No time frame. I think with the like daily percentage goal that I set up reoccurring, I think it would take me, I think 2 to 3 months at that rate of just anywhere between 1 to 3%, closer to 3% on the daily P&L every day. So if QQQ gets rejected, wouldn't the Tesla Meta calls don't make sense? I mean, yes, but no at the same time, because you can have Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, and Amazon all taking QQQs lower, but then Meta can still be ripping, 4 to 5%, just because one Mag 7 or 4 of the Mag 7s are selling off and going red that day. Doesn't mean that all of the other ones are automatically going to be going down as well. Like I love trading Apple recently because Apple will act individually and have relative strength and be green and be pushing higher on the day, even though Nvidia and Tesla are dragging Qs down. Or sometimes when you have, Nvidia, AMD, and MU, all like these chip names, pulling back, but then you have Apple, Amazon, and Meta going higher, then QQQ just stays flat. It just stays choppy within a range because you got half of tech moving up and you got half of tech going lower. So we'll see. I mean, a lot of things can get invalidated and by them getting invalidated can validate maybe other things. So just got to trade what the chart says. But is tomorrow a drop it low, girl, or can you take me higher kind of day? I think it's a can you take me higher kind of day. So there's a few other names that I'm looking at for upside as well. I've already sent some of those charts and everything within the Discord. So if you're in the premium Discord, then go over to the charts channel and you'll see all the other ones on there as well. So yeah, you're welcome. Of course. What's up, Tech Wood? Appreciate you, buddy. So, but yep, 5K challenge starts tomorrow. I got to go make a separate channel. Maybe I might just use. Actually, I'll just use the trades recap channel that's in the Discord. I'll use that to do a daily update on the 5K account. So again, be trading the 5K cash account solely on SPY trades. So I'm still going to trade and alert in my same channel within the premium Discord. This is for my premium Discord members. I got to type it out here soon. I'm still going to trade like normal and be taking, Amazon, DraftKings, Tesla, Meta, whatever it is, and sending those to my trade channel. But then whenever one of them is a SPY, then that SPY trade will solely be taken on the 5K cash account. All the other ones will be taken on the larger margin account. So I just have to remember to toggle over every time I want to trade SPY. Is the 5K challenge with SPY calls or puts or also credit spread? Not credit spreads. Nope, no credit spreads. You can only do credit spreads on a margin account. You cannot do it on a cash account. So it will solely just be for day trading SPY and potentially QQQ. I did say SPY and QQQ. I mainly trade SPY. There are times where I will trade QQQ over SPY, and that's just if there's a little bit more divergence on QQQ for and what's leaning towards my thesis. So if I'm bullish on SPY and the market and the way I see things setting up, but you look over at Qs, and Qs already has a little bit more relative strength as SPY is, staying at the same level, chopping sideways. You see QQQ slowing to go higher, and that's just because you got one tech name. You got, again, like NVIDIA just ripping higher. All the other ones are kind of still figuring out what the hell they're going to do. Qs will have that relative strength. So if I see something like that, then I'll take QQQ over SPY. But 9 times out of 10, the premium Discord, whenever I'm on live stream, we're always looking at SPY and freaking sniping high of day and low of day and really good setups. So I want to do that specifically on that 5K challenge account. So starting that tomorrow morning. Someone said a separate channel. I can do a separate channel for the account update every day, but there's not going to be a separate channel for where the alerts go. They're also going to go in the same one. Ooh, JT just posted in the Discord. All the after hours. You got Apple up 0.4%. You got AMD up 1%, Amazon up 1%, Google up 1%, Meta up 1.5%, Microsoft up 0.7%. Netflix is also on my radar as well for potential upside. SPY and Q's up 0.7%, NVIDIA up 1%, and Tesla up 2%. So it's looking good. All right. Can I have a 1-week trial? Yeah. If you go to my link in my bio on X, you can go to the top 2 links in there. One's for Discord, one goes to the WAP store, where that's where everything is at. So you can sign up for the premium Discord there, and you get a free trial. I don't know how many days it is on there. I have to check. It's either 3 or 5. You either get 3 or 5 day free trial to come hang out in the Discord. So I do this every single day. Live stream, live trade there on voice, and stream my charts. And then I got 9 other guys in there, 9 other analyst alert channels, and we have lots of fun. Thursday, we had a really, really fun day. I was able to hit calls like the first 12 minutes of the day and just let them ride until the afternoon, got paid on everything. And we just sang Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon, over and over again on live stream while we just watched our calls make money. So we have a fun time in the premium Discord. So, yep, you should be able to get a free trial and be able to come hang out. Terry, let's get the 5800 SPX, get them paid. And Terry said that's where he got in here, was a free trial. He got a free week, and then Terry's been here for a minute now, crushing it every single day. Terry is one of my most active premium Discord members, always there in the chat and the live stream every day. So I appreciate you, Terry. So, all right. Appreciate you guys hanging out. SPY, QQQ, IWM, DraftKings, Meta, Tesla, and HIMS. I've already posted charts on DraftKings, Meta, and Tesla. And then I will post an updated SPY chart pre-market tomorrow, right before market open. Let everyone have all of my zones and my levels that I'm watching on SPY for that day, wherever it opens up at pre-market. So he is now Terry 4 chains. With the amount of money that Terry makes in the premium Discord with his profits, he definitely has more than 2 chains. I can tell you that. So, all right, guys, premium Discord team, I'll see you guys on the live stream in the morning. And then for everyone else, I'll be on Wolf Spaces this week. I am co-hosting live trading spaces on Tuesday and Thursday at 9:15 with Wolf Financial Stock Market News. So I'll be over there as well. Just hanging out on the voice while live streaming and trading in the Discord. So hope everyone has a great night.